Okay, guys, so I am here with the Hyrox Cologne champion, Tim Wenisch. Uh, Tim, welcome to the show.
Hi, and thank you for the invitation.
So I just had a little bit of a chat with Tim just before we started recording, and he just told me that 2 weeks ago he ran a marathon, and then he's just gone and smashed this Hyrox over in Germany, and just put down the second fastest male time, I believe, right, Tim?
Yeah, that's right. So I think only Hunter is faster than me at the moment. But I'm very happy with the time and how Cologne went.
Mate, what was the time?
The time was 56:07, I think.
And
Yeah, it feels very good.
did you think you could do that sort of time? Have you done that sort of time in simulations? What was your best time before that? Wasn't it like a 58?
My best time before was last time in Manchester, I think 57:52. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
So yeah, before the race, I was a little bit sick. After the Paris marathon, I was a little bit ill, but felt great during the race. So I don't have any time what I want to reach. My goal was to win. So it was a really, really strong field of really good athletes like Tom, Toby, James Kelly. Also Wolf's Bow. So yeah, my goal was to win, not to reach any time. Um,
And
yeah,
having those
so
sort
at
of
the end,
athletes would have pushed you, right?
yeah, of course. So at the end, yeah, I was happy with the time, but for me, the time isn't the most important thing when you race at Hyrox. So my goal is every time when I race that I'm come over the finish line in the first place, and yeah, that's
What was
um
what was the difference between you and second? Who came second at the weekend?
at
Toby.
Tobias.
And what was
Yeah.
the difference between you and his time?
I think 55 seconds, I think.
That's pretty
Yeah.
decent gap. How many wall balls is that? That's probably what, 30 wall balls?
Um, the gap, the wall balls, I
Hmm.
think he comes when I had 50 wall balls. He comes in,
Nice. So you were 50 wall balls
Tobias.
ahead, so you knew you were winning the race at
Yeah,
that point.
that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling when you
Yeah.
know you're 50 wall balls ahead, in
And
front.
and you're ahead of someone like Tobias, right? Who, correct me if I'm wrong, but he was the world champion in 2021. Is that right?
2021. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wicked, mate. Well, mate,
So,
congrats on the weekend. I'm gonna go through a few questions I've got for you. Because I
yeah,
believe
of course.
that how long have you been doing Hyrox, mate?
So my first Hyrox was 2018.
Right.
Yeah. So I think Hyrox called in 2018 Kurox. That was the first name in Hamburg. Yeah, and there I start my first time. I was a runner more, and my weight I think 62 kilograms, so very very light. So I need maybe 11 minutes on the sled pull and 9 minutes on the wall balls. So crazy hard. And then I qualified for the World Championships in Oberhausen. Um, and then I improved my time, I think, over 10 minutes.
What was your
So there I
first time,
finished
mate? What was the time for your
one,
first
one
race?
hour and 1 hour 17.
Right. And did
One
you
hour
jump straight into the
17.
pro heat? Yeah.
Yeah, pro heat. And
Okay, that
then
gives me hope.
yeah, and then my second race, 67 minutes.
Nice. That's a massive
So
improvement.
yeah, and I won my age group, 16 to 24.
Mate, how
So
old are you now?
what?
How old are you
Now?
now? Yeah,
23.
that's insane. Mate, you've got a bright
Yeah, that is
future in
great.
Hyrox.
I'm happy that I'm so young
Yeah,
and
you've
my
got loads of
opponents
time.
are older than me.
Yeah,
That's great.
mate, that's so good. So back then, what, 2018? So you're talking 5 years ago. So you were literally what, 18, smashing out Hyroxes, and you did a what, 67 minutes at 18 years old.
Yeah, yeah. So I was a former runner, and after like my short running career, I want to train a little bit different. So I want to have strength, but not too much strength, because I love to run
Mm,
fast,
mm.
and too much body weight, yeah, limit your running skills. And then I saw, when I warm up in a magazine for Fit for Fun, a short article about Hyrox, and then I say, okay, that's my next mission. Sounds good, and then I train for, and I'm happy, that now Hyrox is very big, and I'm happy that I was from the beginning a part of the community.
Yeah,
Yes.
you literally been there from the start, right? I mean, Hyrox would have been what 1 year old when you got into it because it started in
Yeah.
2017, right?
Yeah. So I was part in the second event of Hyrox
So
here in
cool.
Hamburg.
So cool.
Yeah, that's
And you've
great.
you've you've grown with the sport, which is really cool. And being so young, you've got so much more to do, which is exciting, man.
Yeah,
Really,
it's
really
funny
cool.
because in the beginning nobody knows what is Hyrox, um, and now a lot of people know what it is, and a lot of people have respect what you do, and it makes fun to train, with other athletes. So yeah, I'm
Would
looking
you
forward,
would you
for
would
the
you
season.
say now with your Hyrox training, you feel fitter, like an all-round fitter athlete than you did when you were just running? I want to touch on your running in a minute a little bit more, but would you say, because personally, I know for myself and my athletes that I always describe Hyrox, you just feel fitter than ever. Like it makes you just feel really, really fit being Hyrox fit.
Yeah,
Would you
so
say the
at
same?
the moment I felt very fit.
Yeah.
So this is the point. So I can run a marathon without a special preparation in 2:37, without
That's like
any.
3:45 pace, right? 3:44. I saw
Yeah,
this on your Instagram.
yeah, 3:45, I think. And yeah, that's a special of Hyrox. So you can run fast, you can compensate the whole volume, the whole intensity, but you can feel only, yeah, strong. So that's cool. That makes, Hyrox.
Mate, so that's wicked. And I wanted, so coming back to the running then. So I just want to touch on, you said you were more of a runner before Hyrox. What sort of running races did you compete in? Was you like you said short distance, were you doing like what, 3Ks, 5Ks, or was you more
Yeah, so I was a, yeah, athletics, athlete. So I run between 800 and 3,000 meter
nice?
on the track. Yeah,
What
so,
sort of time are you doing? Was you doing 3K in?
I think 3K was nine minutes when I was 15. Yeah,
Nice.
so
3 minutes a
it
K.
was a good level, but not the best level. So it was like, German level for
Nice.
the German championships, for my age group. I
Cool.
was qualified, and yeah, then I need something, more different, and then I see Hyrox, and then I fall in love.
Yeah, yeah. I think like a lot of people, right? I think a lot of runners are getting into it, building up a bit of strength and then loving it, or a lot of like strength or say CrossFit athletes are then looking, right, okay, now I need to run, and then they're getting into it. And that's what I love
Yeah,
about Hyrox is such a big crossover with so many different sports that, their slogan is for everybody, and it really is for everybody. It can be for every athlete, or it can be for like a brand new
yeah.
athlete getting into it. So, mate, for your what sort of times would you run like a 5 or a 10K in now, would you say?
So I think for the 10K at the moment, like 32 minutes,
Nice.
and
Strong.
5K, I don't know. So I run this Sunday a 5K race.
Nice.
So hopefully,
Just off the back of a high rock, you're gonna go and do a
yeah,
5K
it's
race.
I know it's big, big intensity with the weeks before, but I hopefully like 15:30.
Nice.
I
Nice.
will show,
That's nice.
what my legs feel.
Wicked. Well, mate, good luck at that race at the weekend. I
Thanks.
wanted to go on to the next thing. So, obviously, I saw the first time I saw you in person was in Amsterdam last year, and
Yeah.
all I saw was this guy hammering himself on the run, following a bigger guy on the run, and I realized it was you and Michael smashing
Yeah.
out the doubles, and me and my mate Tarek were doing the doubles for the first time. And I think I think we were in the second or the third heat. You guys went first. And I remember looking up, Tarek was pushing the sled in front of me, and I looked up and I saw a new world record on the board, and it was you guys
Yeah.
jumping around. and I saw that it was like 48 minutes, and I'm like, it was like really disheartening. We were there doing our first doubles. We wanted to podium, and we're pushing ourselves so much, and then you guys are there just smashing out a 48 minute. What, you beat Hunter and Tom's time by like 2 minutes or something. Is that right?
Yeah, 2 minutes. I think the former world record was 50. I don't know, 50, 20 or something. So yeah, that was our goal, to set a new record. 48 was awesome. Was a great race, a perfect venue,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, we both feeling very good. So I think we as a double is the best because Michael has so much strength and so much power, and I think, a little bit better runner. So I finish the stations and go directly into the run.
Nice.
And yeah, it's a perfect match for a double.
That's what I wanted to ask you, mate. So with regards to the doubles to set such a fast time, do you think then having more of like a power and like strong athlete and then more of a runner, it works well? Because that's what I'm trying to balance with my doubles partner. I wanted to ask you if you think that's the right thing to do if you're looking for a doubles partner. And also, how did you guys split up the each station, for example? I know like you said, if you were probably leading the run and pulling him on the run a bit, but then
Yeah.
say for like the skier, did he do more of it than you? How do you split that sort of stuff up?
So important for me for a perfect match at the double is that you have almost the same running pace. So you need almost the same running level.
Yeah.
So that's the most important thing. And Michael and I, we said, okay, on the ski erg, so we make 250. Yeah, he starts and I end. Like the same on the sled push, the same on the sled pull, and then for the row, 500, 500, because you need a lot of time for the transition
Mm,
at the
mm,
row, but not that much time for the ski erg.
mm.
And then, yeah, of course, farmers carry only one.
Who did
Um,
that?
Michael,
Okay.
Michael,
Yeah.
and then I do more lunges.
Yeah. Would you say that's
Uh,
because are you a bit shorter than him? Are you a bit shorter, so you're lower to the ground, would you say?
yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
little bit shorter, so maybe I'm a little bit faster than him.
Yeah.
But he did the farmers carry. And then for the war balls, we said, okay, we give on the last lap everything what we have. And then the war balls with 6 kilogram, everyone for us can do it. The war balls unbroken.
Yeah. So did
Yeah.
someone go unbroken at the end there?
No.
How did it go?
um, Michael wants to start, and after 20 war balls, I think he said, okay, Tim, give me the ball and do the other 80 war balls. So it was a little bit out of our plan, but yeah. So I think war balls, everyone could do it unbroken if you do a double and if your performance is very high.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, or maybe 50-50 is a good
Yeah.
opinion, but not changed too often because you need a lot of time.
That's definitely the mistake we made. So, like I said, you were there in Amsterdam. Me and Tarek were in the second or third heat behind, and we practiced transitioning loads on the wall balls, but you don't need to really. You should just be like emptying the tank. And we transitioned way too often. We broke it up into every 10 unnecessarily, and
Oh,
it's definitely a massive takeaway from that race for us. Like we won't be doing that in Manchester. We definitely will be
yeah,
going either one person all out, which I don't think we're at that level yet, but we'll definitely try and just have one transition. So one person come in, get as far as they can, and then the other person just finish it off. And that's going to be
yeah.
our goal.
But it makes sense that the better runner starts with the wall balls. So you
Yeah,
go all out
yeah,
on the last run because the little bit more slower runner can have some breath at the wall balls, and a better runner start with the
yeah.
wall balls, and the better runner finish.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
good strategy.
exactly our plan. That's what we're going to do. All being well, touch wood, hopefully it goes that way. I know that it can all change like it did for you, right? In Amsterdam, you thought one
Yeah.
person would go all the way through. Um, Mate, what are your goals? So your next races, I'm guessing it's going to be Manchester World Champs, yeah?
Yeah.
And what's your goals there?
So it's like the goal is like for the other events. When I race, I want to come up across the finish line in the first position. So
Nice.
that's my goal
Yeah.
from the beginning, and I will see in which place I will cross the finish line. But I'm feeling very, very good. So 5 weeks to go. I will train hard, will train smart, and I will recover well. And at the end, we will show
Yeah.
who wins the title.
I like what you said earlier about like not chasing times because I already, like I said, I've not been in Hyrox for long. I've been training for it, I would say, just over a year, and I've done around 6 Hyroxes now. I've just tried to like, because I'm coaching for it, I've tried to just do each category to experience it, so I can
Yeah,
then coach for them. But one thing I've noticed within like getting involved with Hyrox is so many people are just chasing times all the time. Where,
yeah,
look what you just did at the weekend. You didn't go in for a time, you were going in to win,
no,
and because you had such good other athletes around you to push you, you then went and got the second fastest time ever, big personal
yeah,
best for you. And I'm sure that's given you so much confidence going into Manchester in 5 weeks' time. So I love that attitude, mate.
yeah.
I think that's really cool. Mate, one question about the weekend. So we just spoke about wall balls a little bit. How do you break the wall balls when you get to the end of a race, a solo race? Are you hitting them all the way through, or do you feel like you need to break them up? Like, what did you do at the weekend?
And so at the weekend, I think I did 55 unbroken. So
Nice.
my aim is to go over the half at the wall balls, and then the other 50 or 45 I fight.
Yeah, yeah,
So maybe only 10, maybe 12, but I fight until the end
yeah, yeah,
with short stops. And
yeah,
then the wall balls at the moment isn't my best station, so
yeah,
it's okay.
yeah.
But for the World Championships, I will perform better
What would
at the
you
last
say is your
station.
best station, mate? What's your favorite station?
So it's
You can't
hard,
say
I
the
think.
running.
It's hard because I think all my stations are good.
Yeah.
Especially the row is very good. Burpees also good. Lunches are good. So I think for me, my aim was to be at every station really good, not at
Mm,
the top,
mm,
but very good. But on the runs, I want to be the best.
mm.
So that's my strategy, to be good. But on for the running, I will be the best, and then I hope, yeah, that I'm at the end the best.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, mate, I think so far your strategy's paying off pretty well. Um,
Yeah.
okay, mate. I've already asked about your marathon time. Next thing I noticed, I was having a bit of a stalk, so I've recently changed shoes. I used to work for Adidas, and I was always wearing Adidas shoes, and they worked okay for me. And I recently changed. I just got the Saucony Endorphin Pro Freeze. I noticed that you're wearing Saucony, and a lot of other of the Elite 15 athletes are wearing Sauconys. Is that because you're sponsored by Saucony, or you just like the shoe? What would be your best advice if you're a competitive Hyrox athlete? What shoes would you be recommending?
Oh, it's difficult. So because the Endorphin Speed Pro 3 is a carbon shoe,
Mm,
so I wouldn't recommend these shoes for maybe beginner
mm,
or
mm,
maybe for heavy athletes.
mm,
So I will do more a shoe with a lot of stability.
mm,
Yeah, because the carbon shoe isn't stability.
mm,
And especially also for light athletes, I would recommend a shoe with more grip.
mm,
And I take the Saucony only of this reason because the other athletes take the shoe. And if I don't wear it, I don't have this advantage of the running, what I have normal.
right,
Because the other runners take the carbon shoes, they run faster than normal. And if I don't wear it, I don't have this advantage. And
right.
I like the Saucony because it has a good stability, okay grip,
Mm,
but the runs are very, very great with these shoes.
yeah. How do you find them on the sled?
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's okay.
Okay.
So that's the reason because other shoes like my former shoe, the Brooks Superior,
Mm,
it's a better shoe for the sleds, more grip,
okay.
but you can't run so fast in the runs. So yeah, I take the endorphin, but it's okay for the sleds. Not
Okay.
perfect.
Okay. And I noticed that I know just from like doing a bit of stalking on your Instagram that you're now working with a CBD company.
Ah, the feels like
Yeah.
CBD.
Yeah.
Yeah, feels like it's awesome. So the guys are awesome, and the product is very great. So it's like a sport shell
Right. Okay.
for your muscles.
Okay. Like a rub,
And
is it, or is it something you're taking orally?
what?
Is it
I take it
so it's like
already.
it's a you orally, so you
I
take it
know
you
for your muscles. Like a massage
oh, so
gel.
it's like a rub, like a gel. Okay, cool. So you rub it
Yeah,
on your muscles. Okay, and you're finding
yeah,
that's helping with your recovery. Do you not think that's your age?
yeah. What?
Do you not think that it's your age that's helping with your recovery? Or have you noticed like you really noticed a big difference using this gel?
Yeah, for me it's a big difference. So
Yeah.
it's crazy how fast you recover.
I mean, I might have to get
I
myself
like it.
some of this stuff. I don't actually
Yeah.
think because we're out in Dubai, I don't think it's allowed here. I might have to see if we can get it through, but yeah, I don't honestly, I don't think CBD you can't buy over the counter here. I know when we were in
So
Amsterdam, we got some,
when
but we didn't bring
when
it
we see
back.
us in Manchester, I can bring you some.
Okay, yeah, that'd be cool. I'll try it
Yeah,
out. Yeah,
before
try it
the
out.
race, it will be good.
Do you put it on before the race, or you're using it just for recovery? How's it work?
Um, I think I will use it the whole time
Really? So you
after
just
the training session.
after every training session, you're just applying it.
Yeah, especially for the after hard training session, I use it for the muscles.
Maybe we should actually not post this podcast until after World Champs because now we're
Yeah,
giving away
it
all
would
your
be good.
secrets. All
That's
right.
true. That's
Well,
true.
Tim, I know that you've got to get off, so I'm not going to keep you any longer, but I really appreciate you coming on. And again, congrats on the weekend. It was really, really cool to
Thanks.
open Instagram and see that sort of time put down and know that you're
Great.
still so young in this sport and see, I think you've got a really, really bright future ahead. So, mate, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person in Manchester. And yeah,
Yeah,
good luck with your training. Good luck with this 5K at the weekend. And yeah, I'll chat to you soon.
perfect. See you soon. See you in Manchester.
Anything else you want to say to anyone listening to this? Any tips you want to give? Any sponsors? I know that you and Michael train people.
So, like, join the TM team on TM programming. That's the best thing what you can do. And yeah, of course, thank you for my sponsors like MyZone, a big part feels like, and Extra Germany. Thanks, yeah, for the support. Without supporters, it's very hard to compare or to race so competitive. So thanks a lot. And yeah, of course, thanks for you for the invitation.
You're
It was
welcome.
really nice talk. And yeah, we see us all in Manchester,
Yeah, I'm
hopefully.
looking forward to it in that awesome arena.
Thanks.
All right, I appreciate
Bye.
it, Tim. Thanks a lot, mate. Cheers.